Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Of course, buying local is what we all try to do, and it's pretty silly when you don't buy apples from British Columbia.
Yeah, absolutely. Best in the world. It's ridiculous. Why would you buy something from anywhere else? Darcel Markgraf joining us, nutritionist and apple orchardist, to talk about all our different varietals of apples. How are you?
Good to be here.
So Darcel, tell us about what you do as an orchardist.
As an orchardist, I do a little bit of everything. I drive the tractor, I whip the crew. No, I don't whip the crew. I guide my crew so that they don't bruise this beautiful fruit. And my husband actually does all the books. I'm the only farm girl out there who doesn't do the books.
Now, where is your farm?
Our farm is in East Kelowna.
Excellent.
And what's the growing season? Because this is something a lot of people don't appreciate, is this has always been our year-round sort of fresh fruit.
It is, because of that incredible skin. The growing season is actually late August until almost November. But this beautiful, nutritious, antioxidant full skin protects them all year round.
So why is February apple month then?
February is apple month. I don't know if you guys are this old, but when I was a kid, we got apples and oranges in our Christmas stocking because you never used to be able to get fresh fruit year round.
Yeah.
And so
try and find grapes when we were kids, right?
Exactly.
In the store in February, strawberries.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
But apples were always available most of the year, and retailers wanted to take advantage of that. So in February, they'd pull out the stops and say, hey, we still have apples in the store. Especially this far north, it was hard to get them.
And people talk about buying locally, and this is the prime opportunity when it comes to fruit, to buying locally.
It's right here where we live, and like the Ambrosia apple's a perfect example. This was a gift from Mother Nature in Cawston, BC. This grew up in an orchard row where it didn't belong. The farmers were very patient, tolerant people. They let it grow for a couple of years. Pickers loved it, farmers loved it. And being a local apple, it's perfectly suited to British Columbia. And we had it on the market and at the consumer's table like within 10 years. So this is
a whole separate apple that just kind of popped up?
Surprise, yeah.
Really?
So it's a sweeter one, isn't it?
It's a beautiful sweet apple. It doesn't turn brown very easily. It stays white
I'll let you
for a long time. This is a perfect party apple because after harvest, we have been known to have the odd party. You can set that out on the table for a good couple of hours before it turns brown.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Now, what have we got
here? This one here is the Royal Gala. I don't grow Ambrosia, but I do grow lots of Royal Galas. We actually pick those twice. We go in and we look at the most beautiful colored ones. We pick those one week, we wait a week, we pick the next. We're very careful that we pick them just at the right time. We don't want any mushy apples in the store, so our quality controls in BC are super, super tight.
Does location make a difference when it comes to what kind of apple you're growing and where you are?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you have a lot of sun exposure, you want the redder apples. In the Macintosh here, you'll see it's quite green. That's just basically sun. Sun equals color. And,
oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Well, and everyone's always heard that old saw, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But when it comes to nutrition and health, this is one of the best things that you can put in your body.
Absolutely. I did have a background in nutrition, but I tossed that aside for farming. But I'm very passionate about nutrition. And we need to eat from Mother Nature. And this here is just, it's the answer to all of our ills right now. Heart disease, cancer, they're even finding that asthma is improved by eating lots and lots of apples, whether it's the high moisture content or the antioxidants. Definitely good for just about all.
And so easy to pack with you to make sure that you've got a snack. Now this is one of my favorites here. Tell us about the Spartan.
The Spartan apple was also a BC apple. This one was not a gift.
Look how red that sucker is, man.
I know, that means lots of sun. That was at the top of the tree. The Spartan is also a BC apple. They had to work a lot harder at the Summerland Research Station to develop this apple, but look at how white and gorgeous that is. Like, I love the different colors of apples.
And really crisp and fresh too. So that's the Ambrosia there. You can see the difference in the color between the two.
What does that mean that they're sort of crossbreeding and trying to find a
all the time, all over the world, all over the world. But look at what Mother Nature trumps us every time.
Yeah, no kidding, right? The Ambrosia pops up.
There were probably 3,000 of these.
This is my personal favorite. I love this in apple pies, but I love the tartness of a good
Granny Smith. They're the best pie apple out there. And they're really durable. They have great color. Again, the antioxidants in the skin.
And such a unique flavor on the Granny Smith.
Where would they grow? What region? Because green instead of red?
They do grow all over the Okanagan Valley as well. It's just if you look at your farm, you're going to want to plant them where maybe if you have a shady spot on your farm, that's where I'd put my grannies.
Now let's talk about the little sticker here and what people need to look for to make sure that they're buying a BC apple.
BC apples always have the BC leaf logo. It's
Yeah.
really tiny there, hard to see.
But you can see it there.
But
right there.
this is your cue that it's been harvested very, very, very carefully. I know because I do this with my own hands. I'm out there
Well,
8-10 hours a day with the guys.
when you're in the grocery store
Yeah.
and the apples are not from British Columbia because we're living in the best place in the world to grow them, and then people import them.
Yes, they are. There's a lot of apples being grown elsewhere in the world, but as we all know, it takes fuel to get them here.
Yeah.
And it also takes time to get them here, and time is nutrition lost.
Yeah. So every moment that this apple sits somewhere other than your kitchen or your mouth, it's
Yes.
losing some of its nutritional
Yes.
value. And BC tree fruits all have a similar sticker, right? So
They all have the sticker on it. That goes on in the plant. If you buy them in the larger bags, which of course as an apple grower I encourage that, buy them in the really big bags.
But they keep well. That's the thing. If
They
you
don't have the
yeah.
sticker on, and you do want to take
Don't
take
eat
the
it.
sticker off because yeah.
Can I ask one other question? Because my kids are huge fans of applesauce. What makes a good applesauce in this grouping, or can they all be made into delicious applesauce?
My personal favorite is to get the blend. You know, first pick the
Good bunch.
apples that you like. If you like Granny's, start with a Granny, but the blend seems to, you know,
Just work?
really make the flavors pop. My favorite blend would be Spartans and Golden Delicious.
Nice.
Well, we're going to eat
Loves.
some apples. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go away.